Good morning. It's February 21st and it is cold. And I am going to do a video on Waterfront for my new friends from Louisiana that are moving over here. But first, let's get rid of this. Okay. So in Pasco County right now, in the $300,000 to $700,000 range for waterfront properties with Gulf access that are not mobile homes and are not condominiums, there's 66 choices. We're going to run through these and take a look at what makes sense. First off, let's look at them on the map. And there's too many of them to get a good picture. But as we can see, we have a very large selection of homes up here in Hudson. And some of these are going to be very accessible to the water. The ones in this, these right here have the easiest access. These over here, you have to go out the channel, come up here, come around, and then the main channel goes out here. So if you buy something right here, it'll be easier to go to the Gulf. And here you'll be doing a lot of turns and all. On these right here, you go out right here. And Leisure Beach is the same way. You come out here, you go here, and you come out this channel. They do not like you to drive your boat onto the flats. Coming down here is a subdivision called Westport, and this is bad right here. These are nice wide canals, deep canals, and beautiful homes, but they are no good when you're taking your boat through the oyster bed right there. Okay, coming down here, Martha's Vineyard is a great address. There are a Hooters and a couple of restaurants right here. If you can see my cursor, Catches, Whiskey River, Whiskey Joe's. And so this is all easy access. This is the Cody River, they call it. It's the Pitla-Chascody River. I live right here in these condos. So if you go up the river, it is a lot of nice real estate. The challenge is the further up you go, longer it takes for you to get out to the Gulf. And then we have Gulf Harbors and Florimar right here. And this is a great neighborhood to be in. It's easy Gulf access. And it is definitely higher end and more attractive. People go to Hudson because they can't afford to be in Newport Richey. If you go further down into Holiday, there is some very nice neighborhoods. Bailey's Bluff right here is terrific. And then here you have the islands where people go out for, to party and fish and everything else. All right, here's the Anclote River. Now, the Anclote River is sort of famous. It's sort of famous because of the sponge docks. I'm sure you've heard of Tarpon Springs. That's right here. Here are the sponge docks right here. And it's pretty spectacular lifestyle. The Anclote River has a great park right here where you can launch your boat if you don't live on the water. But of course, if you're watching this video, it's likely you're going to want to live on the water. Now, interestingly, we had this hurricane that came in on September 26th and crushed us. Let's see if I can show you what happened. The storm came across and it turned and it went up the coast. And from somewhere down here and north, it pushed a wall of water inland. And the reason I bring it up is because it really interestingly, this Anclote River right here, when the water was pushed inland, when it got to here, it got to spread out. So these homes that are on the Anclote River did not flood, but it's quite a ways up the river to get out to go to the Gulf. So it makes it somewhat substandard in terms of how quickly can I get to the Gulf. A lot of people like Hudson because it makes sense from the standpoint of value. And here's Hudson with all their properties. Now, the thing that for fishermen, if you want to go out to the middle grounds, here they are right here. If you're in clear water, it really anywhere down here, it's a real easy trip. And if you come from up here, it's quite a bit difference. And I'm talking quite a bit difference to get out to the middle grounds. Now, the further you go north in Florida, the more shallow it is and the longer it takes to get out to the middle grounds. But if you're a fisherman that is going to be fishing the flats and inshore, I mean, you can go into, you can troll for grouper in Tampa Bay. So there is a lot of fishing that you can do. And I'm going to believe that if you're watching this video, I'm Mr. Pasco. It's because you're looking at valuations that are, practical for practical buyers. All right, that's a summary of the waterfront in Pasco County. Okay, here we didn't talk about sea pines. There's only one property on the water right now available in sea pines. Oh, this particular, no, look at that. There's nothing available in sea pines. Anyway, sea pines is a pretty good Gulf access community, and a lot of nice houses in here, and a nice little channel to get out into the Gulf. But like I said, if you have the wherewithal and the desire, then being in this Gulf Harbors neighborhood is pretty attractive. And let's see, there we go. Oh, that's Westport. We don't want to be in Westport. Martha's Vineyards, you have to go out through the river. And this is interesting. There's a good house right here. I just ponder whether it's always going to be good getting in and out right here. We see that there are some boats. In fact, this is the best deal on a stilt home with Gulf access. It's just you're not going to be able to have a huge boat getting out through this channel here. And, the way you find out whether you have a challenge is talking to the neighbors. All right, here's Gulf Harbors, and this is definitely a much higher end. And Gulf Harbors Woodlands, and then this is Florimar. Florimar has a lot of homes available that are on this canal right here, and there's some good value, but you have to go under this bridge. So this makes it, in my opinion, substandard. If you're over here, you've got unlimited height. If you're inside this area, you want to be careful about the height of your boat. And I'm going to stop on this and call this my first time I've done a video just talking about the neighborhoods. And appreciate you watching. Have a great day.